What's up, everybody? It's Reggie Williams, founder and CEO of Ambrosia for Heads. And with me, I have Jake Payne, our editor in chief. And together, this is our What's the Headline podcast. I am crazy excited today because I got one of my favorite artists of all time on the line with us today. This man is a pioneer of West Coast rap. He is part of not one, but not two, not three, but three of the greatest rap labels in history. I'm not going to qualify it by region or territory because that's just facts. This man is part of NWA and the Posse. He helped kick off Ruthless Records. He helped kick off Death Row Records and Aftermath too. If you don't know who I'm talking about one of the most lethal pens in hip hop, one of the greatest to ever do it. In fact, some would say no one can do it better. Welcome to the D.O.C.
Hey, that was too fucking. I appreciate that one. That felt pretty good. Thank you, brother. God bless you for it.
My man, all heartfelt. I have been a fan since day one. Love your work, love your pen, and really honored to have you on this show with us. Want to kick it off. So, rumor is it that you have been on stage recently? Is that right? Have you been performing?
Yeah, man, I did. There's a punk rock guy. His name is Fat Mike. He belongs to a band called NoFX.
Mm-hmm.
And he allowed me to shoot some of my documentary in his house. And he's a really cool dude. Like, he's funny, he's like just cool. And he asked me if I wanted to do a song with him. He asked me to do a verse on an album he was doing with some guys called the Co-Defendants. And I listened to the guys, and they both had great voices. They both sounded great, so I thought it would be a cool mix. And so I did it, but I didn't think people was gonna be feeling it like they feeling it. Now these boys got me flying all over the place, rapping that song on stage, and it's actually kind of cool if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean, that must feel amazing, right? How long has it been since you performed before that?
Man, 33, almost 33 years, bro.
Wow. What was it, D.O.C., about Fast Ones that felt worthy to deliver, what I will call as a fan of yours, your biggest verse, certainly in the last 20 since the D.O.C. album?
Bro, I like Mike. The guy asked me to think, what I'm saying? It's pretty simple. I think the guy's a good guy, and he's a good producer. He's got a great ear, and he loves his work like Dre, like my guy. He's one of those kind of guys, and I create well with those kind of people. So really, that's what it was. It's a good mix.
So on that song, Fast Ones, one of the things you said that stuck out to me was, I was when it was used to be attitudes. Now it's just a minstrel, black fist, black fools, clowns, and blackface. In the early days of gangster rap, going all the way back to Schoolie D and Ice-T, there was often a message with the madness. When and why do you think that went away?
If I'm being honest, bro, I'd have to say marketing and promotion of the machine, and us allowing it to tell us what good hip hop is. What's dope and what should be moving the needle. We let it slip through our fingers. It really should have been on us to maintain a better sense of control over this medium, because we owe it to these kids. We kind of let it get out of hand, and that's why we are where we are now.
That's heavy. Kind of going back to that question I asked you, D.O.C., like, there were times when we covered it on Ambrosia for Heads, but you would appear on songs a little bit over the last few years. You did one with the Chill from Compton's Most Wanted. You did another, if I'm not mistaken, with Bishop Lamont. Like, you would lend your voice different places, but this one you went all in. And I'm just curious, especially just over the last 10 years, did you ever feel like it's evident, even in the lines that Reggie just quoted, like, you have some amazing things to say? Did you ever feel like you were holding back from going all in with a verse like this?
No, bro, I've come to an understanding here in the past 3 years where it's sort of a spiritual kind of awakening. It's probably the best way I could put it.
Mm.
That I understand now is really a God thing, and so I had no idea that folks was gonna love that verse. The guy asked me to do it. I did it in about 10 minutes on the way to the studio,
Wow.
bro. And you know, and that's when I only laid it once. I tried to
Wow.
do it, and the guy wouldn't let me do it again.
So is it safe to say amid this awakening that, you might be inclined to give fans some more of these verses soon?
Absolutely. If they want it, they can have it. Trust me, I am not opposed to getting down. For me, it's always been a question of people not liking my voice. At least that's what it felt like to me. And so it made me not want to, disappoint folks
Mm.
or push that line,
Well, as somebody who bought Helter Skelter the year you dropped it, bought it new, I think I can speak on behalf of the fans. We want more. We want it. So,
Okay.
salute.
Thank you,
I
bro.
co-sign that. I got to ask you, was it being a punk record? Would that take some of the pressure off?
No, I just approached the record the same. Dope. You want dope? I just write what comes out.
Hmm.
I had no. These are messages that are inside me that I'm trying to say, and punk rock allows you to be vocal like that, and so it was kind of a perfect fit.
Hmm. Back in 2018, we saw a clip that Erica, your friend and co-parent and, person who's very much in your life, posted of you singing Earth, Wind, and Fire's After the Love Is Gone. And it was like mind blowing. How were you able to sing like that?
Well, if I squeeze, like if I pull muscles really hard with my throat, it make a tone. It's just not something I could sustain. But I was going through a phase that something was telling me to push, but that's not something I could do over a long period of time. I just wanted to know if I could do it.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to this episode of our What's the Headline podcast. You can find a link to the full show in the description below. It'll take you to all your favorite platforms for listening to podcasts. We truly, truly, truly appreciate your time and attention. If you like what you've heard, please hit the subscribe button to follow us, set your notifications, hit the like button, whatever it may be. And we always love hearing from you, so leave a comment too. Thanks again.